Welcome back to one of the Bears Proper Plays YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday. It is March 18th, and I'm back breaking down some more plays for the NBA on a Tuesday night. Small slate, one game to talk about, no graphic. We're going to be on FanDuel for the entire week, breaking down games and props for the NBA. Going to do the same thing on the college basketball side because I'm going to put my bets in $50 for every single game of the March Madness tournament. So I'm gonna have to put those bets in while I record. So we're just gonna do it on FanDuel for the entire week, and then maybe when we get to like Sweet 16, I'll start doing graphics again. But we have NBA and still going on, and MLB starting on next Thursday. So we've got a lot of sports on the horizon over the next couple of weeks. But for the NBA on Monday night, Heat and Knicks, I got bad numbers. I said 213.5 on the video, went down immediately right when I got off. I think it closed at 210 or 209. I got 211.5. Warriors -4. Great number on this one. It's now -9. Something happened. I think Joker might not be playing, but that happened just a couple minutes ago. I mean, it's an hour and a half before game time for that one, and they're -9. They were -3.5 about an hour ago, -4 an hour ago. So got the Warriors -4. Knicks and the Heat are at half. It's 49-47. Looking pretty good on that under. Heat come out blazing. I think it was like 31-12. Then Karl Anthony Towns heated up, but that game's going on right now. Kobe White over 24.5, a little bit higher than I thought. Tobias Harris over 14.5, right where I thought it was going to be. So Pistons dominating right now, going up against Pelicans. Took them on the member side. When your coach does something like that, feels like it's a good time to take that team, back that team. We'll see what happens in that game, but it's 51-23 right now in favor of the Pistons. Let's go take a look at the game for tomorrow. Only one game, like I said, for tomorrow's bracket or for tomorrow's slate. There are 4 games in total. I guess we can talk about all 4, but the one game I will be betting will be in the NBA, and it will be the Warriors. Warriors going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. A very late game, 9-10. Kind of sucks because I'll record before the video or before the game probably starts, but it's the only game I really like. We could talk about these other games if you want. I have the Cavs game for the member side, but the Nets and the Celtics, we have to go with the Nets +14. They just battled Boston. It was a one-possession game last time they played. I understand Boston is way better than the Brooklyn Nets, but they played them well in that first matchup. They just played 2 days ago, and the Nets lost by a possession. Could have very easily won that game. Boston they haven't been doing it for me. They just haven't. I know Boston's a very good team. They just have not been doing it for me. Other game, Hawks and the Hornets. I don't want any part of this. I don't even want to talk about it. But because we have to talk about it, Hawks -6.5. I don't see any value of taking the Hornets whatsoever in this game. The Hawks do have a lot of young guys, and Trae Young's still playing well. If you're going to take this game, if you're going to take a sniff at it, I would lean towards the Hawks and the Nets. For this Bucks game, though, we are going to be taking. I wanted to take the Warriors on the money line. It was -147 a couple of minutes ago. Now -152, trending up. I'll take the -3.5, even though it's -106. I'm assuming that's going to be -4.5, even by the time the video is over, because the Warriors are going to play tonight. They have not started tonight, but they are going to play tonight going up against the Denver Nuggets. I expect them to win that game, especially because it looks like the Denver Nuggets have a couple players out tonight. So I expect the Warriors to be red hot coming into this game, going up against Milwaukee. That would make, I believe, 10 in a row for the Golden State Warriors. One loss with Jimmy Butler on the roster. This team's just different. I've said it every time I've talked about the Warriors. It's a different team with Jimmy Butler. Everybody's playing great. Draymond Green is playing some of his best ball of his entire career right now as well. So they've got a lot of players playing at their highest capability right now. The Bucks, losers of 4 of the last 6 games. They've beat the Lakers and the Pacers. They've lost to the Magic, Cavs, Pacers, and the Thunder. In that last game against the Thunder, no shot. 121-105. They did not play well. Antetokounmpo, another bad game in terms of Antetokounmpo, only 21 points down low. Finished with a triple-double, but 21 points down low for Antetokounmpo. That's just unacceptable. I have seen Antetokounmpo play in games where he is just the most physical person in the world. He goes right down the lane, and he can score 50, 60 points every game. It's just, do you want to give the effort every game? We're just not seeing that. I don't know if he's dealing with an injury, and I'm sure it takes a lot of energy to do that every single game in the NBA, but if you want to be the best, you got to play at the best. Antetokounmpo down low has not been doing it for me over the last several games. Still triple-double, still very good. 21 points down low, kind of soft. I'm going with the Warriors here. I know Quentin Post doesn't play very well down low, but the Warriors as a whole has played much better than the Milwaukee Bucks over the last several games. Give me the Warriors here, -3.5 as the play. For the player props, I'm just going to put up the NBA recap graphic. We are going to go with Steph Curry over the total threes. Him and Lillard, when they face off, we see it in the All-Star game all the time. They try to one-up each other. I feel like that's going to be the case once again in this game. I think Steph Curry hits a 3, Lillard hits a 3, or vice versa. Lillard hits a deep 3, Steph Curry tries the answer. Steph Curry's also been on fire over the last several games. And he's taken a lot of threes over the last 5. 13 plus threes in 3 of the last 5, 11 plus threes in 4 of the last 5, 24 plus points in 4 of the last 5 games as well. He's playing really well because Jimmy Butler's helping him out. He's taking away the double teams. He's getting them open looks. Steph Curry over the total threes going up against the Bucks as the first player prop, and then Porzingis over his total points going up against the Nets. First game back after dealing with a severe illness. I don't think he was injured. I saw on X that he was dealing with a severe illness. They didn't know what it was. He went to a lot of doctors trying to figure it out. Apparently, he's fine now. He's back to playing. And 24 points over 32 minutes the first game back from the Nets. No rest, no minute restriction. He missed 8 games in a row, and there's just no minute restriction whatsoever. 32 minutes against the Nets, like I said, 9 of 16 from the field. If he hits a couple threes, he would have scored 30 plus, maybe even 35 plus points in that game. Finished with 24. He's getting the exact same matchup. I like Porzingis to do his thing one more time against the Nets. Over the total points, this number's been at 19.5, 18.5, somewhere around there the entire season. Maybe we see it around the 20 mark in this one because he had such a good game against the Nets. I will still play the 21.5. The threes, probably going to be 2.5, or, I mean, if you were really lucky, 1.5. But if we get like 1.5 or 2.5 on the threes, that's also worth a look. He shot 7 times against the Nets from deep. He only made 1, though. So that's kind of just a little bit of rust probably from the outside after missing 8 games. I like Porzingis in this one. Over the total points as the final play of the day. Recap. Warriors, money line against the Bucks. That's going to be minus 3.5 now. The number is just too big. Minus 152. I'd love to, but I can't. It's not, I mean, you got to put 200 to win 150. It's just not going to work for a lot of people. So we're going to go minus 3.5, get that minus 106 on the board there. Steph Curry over the threes, 4.5 is my guess. I've seen it at 5.5, but 4.5 is my guess for that game. And then Kristaps over his total points, 19.5, 20.5, somewhere around there as the final play of the day. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA picks and props for Tuesday, March 18th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please drop a nice video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.